So
Well,
yeah,
I think the one thing that drives me up a wall is the let's have two different standards. And as someone much smarter than me said, when a bullet comes out of a gun, it doesn't care what your different standards were. It'll kill you the exact same way it'll kill someone else. That
yeah,
to me in the United States, that's crazy. That not only is that a common thought, it has wide, broad support of let's just have two different standards, intermingle everyone. And it's like that's not. Imagine if you were putting a football team or soccer, as we say here in America, like we're gonna evaluate half the roster at being able to play in the English Premier League, and the second half of the roster will be evaluated playing three leagues below. It's like that team's gonna get crushed when they
of course.
actually get combined on the roster. They're gonna get lit up. Um, so I got this is a fun one. We've been asking a lot of guys this. When you make the unit here in the back in the day, I don't think they do this anymore. You got a custom 45 pistol that was given to you as being part of Delta, which always leads me to the question whether just at the range or when you were deploying, was there any firearm that you particularly, if you had to pick one, whether again just being at the gun range, whatever it might be, that you really enjoyed shooting?
Are you asking from a point of what if the fucking zombie apocalypse was to happen, which weapon system would I prefer?
Yeah, sure. Let's go with that.
I would pick the Heckler& Koch G3,
G3.
7.62 long round G3, fucking absolute beast of a weapon. Yeah.
And does the SAS use that in like actual real life too, or
Yeah,
did you
yeah,
just personally like?
that was used a lot in some rural operations. Over in Northern Ireland, it was used by the reactive troop across there. We'd always deploy with the G3. We'd always have one maybe between a patrol or something like that. It was used in counter-terrorist operations as well. It's 7.62 long round, 20 round magazine, powerful weapon. You know, way more powerful than fucking 5.56 or like the old MP5s that we used to use back in the counter-terrorist team. They were pretty shit, you know. But I don't think they use them anymore. So I would say that yeah, zombie apocalypse G3 all day long because it's
That?
a very it's just one of those weapons that's very kind of it's multi-purpose. It can be suitable for a lot of environments. But other than that, like when we had like the DeMarco variant or the M4, again great weapon system. There's a reason why it's used by special forces today. It's a cracking weapon system with a lot of modulations now. I believe that make it very diverse. As far as a weapon system that I would say I was blown away by. First time I ever used it was the Barrett 50 cal, the sniper
Yeah.
Barrett 5. And I remember the first time we used it on the range. One of my mates went and used it and he fired a few rounds and he got up and he took his ear defenders off and he says it's like getting kicked in the fucking head. And I was like, oh, okay. And I went and used it. I was like, yeah, it is like getting kicked in the head when the recoil on that thing's fucking insane.
I was at, it's funny you bring that up. I was at a gun range in August and I was shooting. Do you know what an M1 is? The old World War II
Yeah,
American rifle. So I was
yeah.
shooting one of those and, I'm just shooting down the range at a target. And all of a sudden, about 15 feet away to my left, it sounds like the earth just erupted. And I look over and this guy's got a Barrett 50 cal sniper rifle. And when he fired that thing, it was like I could feel a shock wave coming through the air. I mean, I couldn't believe how loud it was. I mean, I had hearing protection on, all that stuff. I still could not believe how loud it was. It like shook me. I was so shocked when I heard it.
The other thing I was so impressed with that though is it's insanely accurate
Is
for
it?
us for such a big barking dog of a weapon. It is fucking accurate, yeah.
So if you had to deploy in a sniper capacity, is that what you would want to take with you then?
Again, it depends on the target, obviously. It depends on this. If it's a human being you're trying to take out, and the range wasn't too far, then obviously you'd probably want a standard sniper rifle. But yeah, I mean that thing will that thing will fucking slice people in two at long range.
It's unreal.
Yeah.
In fact, I don't know if you can see my background. That's a 50 cal bottle opener in between the mug.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah. Seen, yeah, you can see it. Very cool.
Whatever. Yeah, we were down at the marine. There's a marine base where I live, and we went down there to do this like training thing with them for my old job, and they gave us this. This has
Look at
been
the
fun.
size of that. It's
It's been
12.7 meter. Like,
yeah, and they carve it out, so now it's a bottle opener. Wait 1 second, I'll put it back.
yeah,
Uh,
yeah, you don't want to be getting hit with one of them. It's lights out.
Not at all. Not at all. Was there ever any pistol that you really enjoyed shooting?
Yeah, the SIG. I mean, we used the SIG, and yeah, I always rated that. I like the SIG. We used like the six. We had the P29, P229, and the 227. 227 was slightly bigger. 229 was more sort of covert. But yeah, I really like the SIG pistols. It's a great mechanism, and also the safety mechanism is very good as well. So you can obviously put the hammer forward and you get double action with that first round. Whereas the Glock is obviously the safety is in the trigger. It's in the actual trigger mechanism, which is not the fucking best, to be honest with you. Good weapon to use, but not to hold in a pancake holster, I wouldn't say.
And I'm very excited to hear your answer for this. UFOs are a big thing in the U.S. People love talking about UFOs and whatever's going
I love
on in the sky.
yeah.
And I read a story in the Daily Mail a few months ago, and when you reached out, I was like, I'm going to put this on the question list. The Daily Mail had a report that the SAS and something referred to as E Squadron, which I don't have any idea what that is. They recovered a crashed UFO in the UK, and it was a big cover up. Now, I don't think that's true. I think that's probably complete BS. But two parts. Do you personally believe in UFOs? Do you have a theory of what they might be? And two, to your knowledge, has the SAS or whatever this E Squadron is, are they in possession of any known UFOs?
I'm going to answer the second part first. All I can say is I fucking hope it's true. I hope it's true, and I hope I find out about it one day because that would be fascinating, right? I have no clue whatsoever. So I have absolutely zero clue about any truth in that part of the question. But I hope it is true because then I'd like to know about it one day, right? Because I find this shit fascinating. As far as do I believe in UFOs, I think there's a lot we don't know. The child in me wants to believe in it to a great deal.